Hi guys, you're welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Yvonne Princess Shabango. If you are new here, you're welcome to like, subscribe, share, and comment. And voila, you're part of the graceful, the beautiful, and the wonderful family. We are back with another video of Employment Wednesdays. And this is a day to actually share job posts, to pray for one another, and be there for one another as we apply for those jobs. Because you guys know that actually, unemployment rate is very high in the country, in Africa, in the world generally. A lot of people are unemployed. So this is a platform to help one another, plug each other with jobs, share how we got our jobs, and share ways to actually make an opportunity to get a job scoreable. I don't know, something of sort. So yeah, today we are back with another Employment Wednesday episode, and today we're talking about answering the question, why do you want this job / why should we hire you? So I wrote some stuff, so I may refer to my device every now and then. So I wrote some stuff for you guys, but I need you guys to know something, right? It's very important that you understand the question that you're being asked, and you understand why is the question being asked. Because if you understand those two components, then you will be able to answer adequately and efficiently, right? So the first main reason why they are asking you why you want to be hired, number one, they want to know whether or not your goals and their goals actually align, and whether or not you are a perfect candidate for that particular job. So it means when you are answering that question, it is your duty to make sure that they know that you are actually the perfect fit for the job, right? So I am going to help you out with how to actually tailor make your answer, and things to mention when you actually answer that question, why should we hire you, or why do you want this job? Half the time we always say, I want this job because I'm a breadwinner. I want to support people at home. That's a good answer, but I don't think it should be your first instinct of response. It could be a cherry on top, but it shouldn't be the only thing, because the company doesn't want to feel like they're just a monetary source, especially if it's a big corporate company or a company that's growing, you know. Usually companies want to know that they are hiring somebody that is in line with their vision, somebody that is in line with their goals. So if you're just going to be like, hey, I want this job because it pays well, then you're sabotaging yourself, because in their mind it's like, okay, this person, when they get a better opportunity or a job that pays them better, they're probably going to leave us. So you need to convince them that even if there was a better offer, you would still stay because of specific reasons, of which these are some of the reasons that I'm going to share with you guys. So you have to pay attention. So this answer can be used entry-level job. You actually can also enhance it if you are an experienced person or applying for a technical job, right? So number one, right, it's always important to mention that their vision and your vision, goals and their goals, your goals and their goals align, right? Because usually if I work for a company, or if you work for a company whereby vision is aligned, it becomes very much easier to learn. It becomes very much easier to do the job. It becomes very much easier to perform. It's not hard for you. So you need to let them know that you want to work for this particular company because your vision and their goals align. Then in all of that, you make an example. Like, let's just say, for instance, my company believes in giving young people an opportunity to grow and develop, right? Or to expand in the corporate space, right? And then my vision would be to work for a big corporate company where I'm going to exercise my communication skills, where I'm going to exercise my drafting skills. So it's very important that you align your goals, their goals, your vision, their vision, right? They always love it when a person can show that the visions are aligned. So if their vision is to give back to the community, then you can always bring up that you're actually a person that believes in giving back in the community, and this is how you've done it in university. You were asked to actually be part of the charity drive, and you gave some stuff to the people that needed them, you know. So those are the type of examples that you would then give, right? Depending on how you tailor make your answer. And then number 2, it's always important to mention that you're passionate, right? But don't overemphasize passion, because half the time we're always quick to say, I love this job. When you're passionate about something, you can do anything, right? For that particular thing or for that particular person, right? So it's very important that we don't overemphasize, but do mention that you are passionate. You love this type of job that you're applying for, right? And then secondly, it's very important that you mention your academic qualifications and skills, right? So people love knowing that they're employing a person who has an idea. Yes, they will train you eventually. They are going to train you, because there's no way from freshman or from uni you would know everything required of you. Even if you're from a different company, even if you have experience, you're still going to need to be trained so that you're aligned with that specific company or their systems and all of that. But it's important that you mention your academic experience. Like for instance, a law firm is reluctant to employ, actually not even reluctant, a law firm wouldn't employ a candidate attorney without an LLB. So that is where qualification comes in. And just to put cherry on top, you then mention that actually I graduated cum laude for my LLB degree, or during my LLB, or when I obtained my LLB degree during my gap year, I was participating in moot court, which enhanced my communication skills, or I was participating in being a part-time drafter, which enhanced my written skills or my grammar, So it's very important to show your qualifications academically and your soft skills, And then number 3, culture, guys. Culture is, we take it for granted, but it's important that you work for a company whereby you fit in with their culture. Some companies have a very strict culture. They'll tell you, we in corporate, you have to come to work in heels every single day. This is how you're supposed to look. Some companies are very much relaxed. They'll tell you that, okay, fine, we are a corporate company. This is what we believe in. But on Fridays, you can wear your jeans, you can wear a golf shirt, or you can wear your suit with your sneakers. So it's important that you actually know the culture of the company, not just about fashion and style, but generally, how do they do their things? Do they work 9 to 5? Do they work 12 hours, 15 hours? What do they believe in? Do they give back to the community? What is their vision? It goes back also to the vision and goal. Where do they see themselves in the next 5 years? Does it align with where you are going? So it's always important to identify the culture of the company and mention how it relates with you. Usually companies love it when you mention that actually you believe that you are a perfect fit for their culture, because you've done research and you've seen that most candidates are good communicators, most candidates are well-rounded, most candidates are actually sporty candidates, and you are also that type of candidate, and you believe that you're actually a perfect fit, or you are the missing part of the puzzle that they've been looking for. Be very creative but realistic with your answers. And then yes, so also in culture, it's important that you mention what the company specializes in, right? Like for instance, Rams Attorneys specializes in a lot of commercial matters. We do acquisition and mergers and all of that, right? So it's important that when I'm sitting in an interview with the directors, I'm able to actually say, I'm aware that you guys are a very big commercial law firm and I want to go into the commercial space. I want to grow to this extent, and I am interested in mergers and acquisition, and at some point I want to head and lead my own department in the law firm, So it's important that you actually do your proper research, because sometimes we always make it about selling ourselves in the interview, but also genuinely ask yourself, what is it that I can do for this company? And what is it that it can do for me? How can it grow me? How can I grow it as well? I know these days we chase the bag and it's important that we get the job, we want the money. It's all about selling yourself. But sometimes actually sit down, especially if you can afford to. Sit down and ask yourself, what am I giving to this company? What can they give to me? How is it growing me? How does it benefit me? Where do I see myself in the next couple of years? Where is this company going, right? Looking at their specialties and their team and all of that type of stuff. You can even look at things like our firm, right? And I say this, and I need you guys to hear me out, right? It's a small boutique firm right now, but I can guarantee you in the next couple of years, it's going to be a very big firm. And as a candidate attorney, I wouldn't have easily been like, oh, I want to work for a big firm, because I'm those people that want to grow with something. I love being nurtured with something and all of that, right? So I wouldn't be easily coerced to actually say I want to work for this company, right? Because it's maybe too big and all of that. But because it's small now. I'm excited about it. I want to work for it, and as I grow, I actually love it more because I've seen it from ground. I am seeing it progress, you know. Yet other people actually are like, you know what, I don't mind whether the company is small, big, I can work there, you know. So those are some of the things that make up the culture, whether it's a big company, small company. Do they micromanage you? Do they do this? Do they do that? So those are the type of stuff that you need to do research about. How do you research those things? Go on LinkedIn, look for people that work there, be friends with them, connect with them, introduce yourself appropriately. And then also it's important to mention that you are a hard worker, you're an ambitious person, and look at the fact that, like I said, what are you going to do for the company? Where are you going to take the company? If the company is looking into investing into 4IR, or if it's looking into maybe, like, let's just say for a law firm, they're looking into broadening or expanding the entertainment law department, then mention that actually, as Yvonne, I've got a master's in media studies, or as so and so, I've got a master's in media studies, and I'm looking into enhancing the contracts of the company in such a manner, or looking into maybe starting a department that will work with artists in such a way, but this way will grow the company. Show them that you can take the company to greater heights, okay? And then hard work. There's no substitute for hard work, guys. Here are two things that I've learned from Viola Davis finding me. There's two types of hard works, right? One aspect of hard work is driven by circumstances, right? And hardships, and you have no choice. Secondly, hard work is driven by passion, right? By passion, the love you have for this particular thing, then it drives you to actually work hard. And it's unfortunate, most of us, our hard work is driven by circumstances. You come from a background that is poor, you come from a home where you are the breadwinner and all of the things, you're forced to work hard. So you need to explain to them. If you need to, actually, I love this thing, I'm willing to go as far as I can for this particular thing. So you explain to them, I'm willing to go as far as this for this particular thing. Or you explain to them, I'm a hard worker, I need to get this done. I need to grow with the company because this is what my circumstances are. I need to pay for my fees. I need to pay rent at home, or I need to do ABCD. But show them that you are a hard worker one way or another, you know. And then secondly, let them know you're an independent worker. You don't need to be micromanaged. You can work on your own. You can work in a team. Those are the type of things that companies want to hear about, right? And then also let them know that your people skills is on par. You can work with other people. You can manage people. You can keep clients. Like, for instance, I know with us, a lot of law firms, and I'll speak for small law firms, like I interact a lot with clients, right? So it means my interaction with client can actually either make a client come back or make a client leave. So if I can prove that I can make a client come back and actually pay us more, then it's an advantage to the company. But also, if I can't keep a client, then it becomes a disadvantage to the company. And obviously, the company would want to hire somebody that they know that they can keep clients and can keep them coming and can keep them in the company, right? And then another thing that is very important, training and style of communication. Companies want to know whether they can trust you with specific things. I know I'm a very good communicator. I articulate myself properly, which means if there was a presentation at work, I'm likely to be number one. That's what makes me special. And then you find that other people actually have good training skills. Other people are great teachers. And then you actually mention to them that you are a great teacher, you're able to teach other people. Like I can say, I'm a great teacher. I can be very impatient, but I am a great teacher. I'm patient. Okay, I'm saying impatient and patient one sentence. I'm a great teacher. I can be impatient, but I am a great teacher. I've seen this through being a tutor in my third year, in my fourth year, and in my first year of master's. I've seen that I am a great teacher because students that I taught, students that I tutored actually got good results, and they came back to me with good feedback. And I always saw how I could be able to explain certain concepts to students, and they were able to understand them properly. And then sometimes you mention how you can break down large information into smaller information, because also companies want to know they're not just giving and you are just taking. They want to know that they are investing in you and you become an asset to them as a company and in the industry, and you're able to grow them and take them to greater heights. So yeah, that's how you're going to tackle the question Why should we hire you? Why do you want this job? So look at those things. Your main things being your vision, your goal, the culture of the company, the qualities you have, your academic qualifications, your experiences, and also their expertise, you know? So yeah, I hope you guys get the job that you're looking for, and I'm praying for you. I hope God meets you at your highest expectations. I know it can be daunting and hard to actually find a job. You want to give up, you want to just stop, but I'm saying to you, don't stop, because at your stopping time, that could just be the time where you are going to get the job. So if you feel like you want to quit, take a break, start all over again, you know? I'm here for all of you guys. You can DM me, you can email me. If you feel like you're having a horrible day, you want somebody to send CVs for you, I can do that for you. But make sure that you don't give up. Make sure that you don't give in, because something will definitely give. Do not forget to be love and light. God bless you all. I love you all. Happy Employment Wednesdays.